Ever wondered how Middle Eastern cuisine would taste like in your own kitchen? Well, today you'll find out. Welcome to this whirlwind tour of culinary delights, where we're about to embark on a journey through the rich tapestry of Middle Eastern cuisine. Our destination? Palestine. Known for its vibrant, aromatic, and diverse dishes, Palestinian cuisine is a true reflection of its warm and hospitable people. Today, we're going to dive into a quintessential Palestinian dish, Musakhan. For those not in the know, Musakhan is a sumptuous meal that revolves around chicken, sumac, and onions. It's a dish that is both hearty and flavorful, brimming with the distinct tastes of the region. Now you might be wondering, what exactly is sumac? Sumac is a spice that's as integral to Middle Eastern cuisine as basil is to Italian. It's known for its vibrant red color and tangy, lemony flavor. Made from the dried and ground berries of the wild sumac flower, this spice brings a tartness that elevates dishes, giving them an extra layer of complexity. And in Musakhan, it's the star of the show. Think of sumac as the secret ingredient, the magic dust that adds that unique Middle Eastern twist to your dishes. When you taste Musakhan, you're not just tasting chicken and onions, you're tasting the essence of a culture, the love of a people for their land and their heritage. This dish is not just about eating, it's about experiencing a part of the world, a piece of history, a slice of culture, right in your own kitchen. It's about the blending of simple ingredients and transforming them into something extraordinary through the alchemy of cooking. So, are you ready to take your taste buds on a journey they won't forget? Are you ready to fill your kitchen with the tantalizing aromas of Palestine? And are you ready to create a dish that will not only satisfy your hunger, but also your curiosity about the world? Now that you know what you're about to create, brace yourself for a flavorful journey. Before we dive into the cooking process, gather all the ingredients you need. First up, we have the star of the show, our chicken. Fresh, juicy, and ready to be transformed into a culinary masterpiece. Next, we have the humble onions, which when caramelized, lend a sweet undertone that contrasts beautifully with our next ingredient, sumac. This vibrant red spice is what gives Musakhan its distinctive tangy flavor. Now let's talk about the olive oil. This golden liquid is not just for cooking, it's a flavor enhancer that binds all our ingredients together. Then we have the flatbread. This soft, fluffy base is going to soak up all those delicious juices and flavors. And finally, we have the pine nuts. These tiny nuggets of crunch are going to be the perfect textural contrast to our soft and juicy chicken. Now that you have all your ingredients ready, let's move on to the fun part. First things first, preparing the chicken is key to this dish. The chicken is the heart of Musakhan, and we want to make sure it's seasoned to perfection. So let's dive right in. Start off by thoroughly cleaning your chicken. This might seem like a basic step, but it's crucial for a clean, fresh flavor. Once your chicken is squeaky clean, pat it dry with a kitchen towel. This helps the marinade stick to the chicken better, ensuring every bite is packed with flavor. Now it's time for the star of the show, the sumac. Sumac is a tangy, lemony spice often used in Mediterranean and Middle Eastern cooking. It gives our Musakhan its unique, zesty flavor. Generously sprinkle the sumac all over the chicken. Don't hold back, the more sumac, the more flavor. Next, season the chicken with salt and pepper. This may seem simple, but salt and pepper are the backbone of seasoning. They will enhance the flavors of the sumac and the chicken, creating a harmonious blend of tastes. Once your chicken is well seasoned, it's time to let the magic happen. Cover your chicken and let it marinate for at least 2 hours. This allows the chicken to fully absorb the flavors of the sumac, salt, and pepper. If you have time, letting it marinate overnight will give you even better results. While you wait, you can prepare the rest of the ingredients or simply take a break. Cooking is all about enjoyment and there's no need to rush, so sit back, relax, and let the flavors do their dance. Remember, the key to a flavorful chicken is patience. The longer you allow it to marinate, the more flavorful it will be. So don't rush this step. Let the chicken sit and let the flavors meld together. With your chicken marinating nicely, it's time to prepare the onions. But that's a tale for another scene. For now, relish in the anticipation of the flavorsome feast that awaits you. While your chicken is marinating, use this time to perfectly cook your onions. Now, cooking the onions is an art in itself. Start by heating a generous amount of olive oil in a pan. Once it's shimmering, add your onions. The goal here is to let them become soft and translucent, not browned. It's all about patience. Keep the heat moderate and stir occasionally. Now, here's where our culinary journey takes an interesting turn. Enter sumac. a tangy, lemony spice that's a key flavor in this iconic Palestinian dish. As your onions soften, sprinkle a good handful of sumac over them. This bright crimson spice will infuse the onions with a unique, tangy flavor and a lovely color. Remember, the onions are not just a side note in this recipe. They're one of the stars of the show, so treat them with the respect they deserve. Now that your onions are ready, it's time to cook the chicken. Now, the moment you've been waiting for, cooking the chicken. Let's dive right in and get this bird sizzling. First off, you'll need to heat a generous amount of olive oil in a large skillet over medium-high heat. Once the oil is shimmering, it's time to introduce the chicken to the pan. Be sure to place it skin side down, as this will give us that golden brown, crispy skin we're aiming for. Let it sear for about 5 to 7 minutes until it's beautifully bronzed. Once you've achieved that delightful color, flip the chicken over to cook the other side. This should take another 5 to 7 minutes. Remember, we're not trying to cook the chicken through just yet. We're simply browning the outside for that extra layer of flavor. Now here's where our previously cooked onions come into play. Once both sides of the chicken are nicely browned, add the onions to the pan. Mix them around a bit to ensure they're evenly distributed. Next, we're going to let the chicken and onions simmer together. This step is crucial as it allows the flavors to marry and intensify. So reduce the heat to low, cover the skillet, and let it simmer for about 20 to 25 minutes. While it's simmering, the onions will continue to caramelize and infuse the chicken with their sweet, savory goodness, while the chicken itself becomes tender and juicy. It's a culinary symphony happening right there in your pan. Be sure to check on it periodically, giving it a gentle stir to make sure everything's cooking evenly and nothing's sticking to the bottom of the pan. This process isn't rushed. It's about taking the time to let the ingredients do their magic and transform into something utterly delicious. And voila! Your chicken is cooked to perfection, infused with the flavor of caramelized onions, and ready to be the star of your Musakhan dish. With your chicken and onions ready, you're almost there. Stay tuned as we move on to the final steps of making this traditional Palestinian delicacy. Now for the final step, assembling and serving your delicious Musakhan. We've journeyed through the preparation and cooking, and now it's time to bring it all together. First, we're going to start with the base, our flatbread. The flatbread acts as a canvas for our masterpiece, soaking up all the beautiful juices and flavors. Lay it out gently on your serving platter. This will be the foundation of our Musakhan. Next, it's time to add our star ingredient, the sumac-infused chicken. Place the chicken pieces onto the flatbread. Be generous. Don't be afraid to let some of the juices drip onto the bread. It's this combination of bread and juice that makes Musakhan such a unique and beloved dish in the Middle East. Now, let's not forget about our caramelized onions. They've been slowly cooked to perfection, their natural sweetness enhanced by a touch of sumac. Spread these onions evenly over the chicken, creating a beautiful layer of flavor. And finally, to top it all off, a sprinkle of toasted pine nuts. These little gems add a wonderful crunch and nutty flavor that complements the chicken and onions beautifully. And there it is. Our Musakhan is now fully assembled. But we're not done just yet. Musakhan is best served hot, straight from the kitchen. The heat from the dish brings out the full range of flavors, from the tangy sumac to the sweet caramelized onions. So don't let it sit for too long. Whether you're sharing this dish with loved ones or enjoying it all by yourself, remember to savor each bite. Every mouthful is a testament to the rich culinary heritage of Palestine, a flavorful journey that we're privileged to embark on. And voila! You've just made your very own Musakhan. Enjoy this Middle Eastern delicacy.